Hello. Look at that. Right on fucking time. I would never be late. I gotta change some of these settings though. So, my audio should be working, hopefully. Hopefully be working. There we go. Am I loud? Am I quiet? Am I good? Am I perfect? Feedback, please. What's up, Frope? What's up, Void? What's up, Blue Bag? I can very much hear you and quickly just fine. Is the background music loud? I always fail to balance these two things. But hey, the audio works this time, which is incredible. There we go. I think that'll be good. Okie doke. So, there is a form. Let me know if there's any issues with it. I've got some responses, so I think it works. Where you just send an edit, title, and timestamp of the scene. And then I will try. Hopefully I have the project file for it still, if it's not too old. And then I'll go and kind of break it down sexual style. I have a couple in here that I can start with in a few minutes, but I figured I'd give it a little bit of time so that people can join and stuff. And then I'll leave this stream up for just in case it helps anyone. I also have a couple scenes that I'm gonna do anyways, just in case I had 0 replies. So, how you boost the AE performance? Just get you some RAM, and then after that, a CPU, and then after that, it's in God's hands, man. Alright, so, first reply that I got was postpartum, which is going to be, I don't know if I have that project file still, so we'll see. Let's hope it doesn't crash my shit, because some of my old project files tend to do that. Dude, it's so weird to see my, like, old project file folders have, like, nothing except for the project file in them. What's up, Teray? What's up, Spectro? What's up, Heroin? Renzo! Koba. What's up, Koba? If this opens, I'm actually going to be really surprised. Dude, down. For show. Okay. I think this is the 4th movie, so I just have to replace this. And then we should be good to go. Ava. This one. Hopefully the scenes line up, because sometimes the in and out points are fucking dog. Do you ever get freaky with the mods? Yeah, those are my boys. What's up, Leo? What's up, Junkie? Conky! Conky. Alright. So if the scenes line up, then I should be able to break this one down. I think it's this scene right here. No. It's before. Uh-oh. Unknown exception. Oh, the scene. Yeah, the scenes aren't lining up. I might not be able to do this one. Huh. Yeah, I don't think the scenes line up. Let's see. Okay, well, I don't think that's the scene anyways. this one might be a no-go. It also feels like this isn't the right thing. No. Yeah, I don't know about this one. Because it's this scene, then this scene, and then this is... Dude, wait. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try just a little bit more to see if I can get this scene to... I think this is the right... But I just can't imagine why... Let's see. Does that fix that? Okay, I actually might be able to get around this. There's the mask. There's the mask. Okay. I think I can get it. We just have to find... So... It's after this, right? Yeah. Boom. Okay. I might have been able to fix it just now. Specifically the part where, yeah. But there's some effects that aren't playing nicely, apparently. Something's fucked. Okay, here's the ring. Yeah, I wonder why this won't let me see, like, the entirety of it. I wonder what's, like, broken about it. You really pulled out an old one. This is what I was scared of, those old edits. Because I just know this shit's gonna be fucked. So that looks... Okay, that works. So what is the issue? And that works. And this works. Am I insane? Shouldn't this, like, work fine? Maybe it's an effect. Yeah, I don't know why, this just won't show. What's up, Joss? This edit getting scrapped was criminal. It was... Oh, maybe it's just taking forever to load the frames. Okay, wait. Doesn't seem to be read. I actually don't know why this is tweaking so bad. Okay, basically, from what I can remember, if you can follow my words, since this doesn't want to show, is the radial thing. Jesus Christ, I keep getting lost because I don't organize anything. The very first scene of the edit, these radial waves, I think I followed a tutorial, but it's just like a bunch of layers with the radio waves effect that kind of just fan out like in the anime. So I recreated that, and then I guess it's not that one. Jesus fucking Christ, I keep getting lost. Is it in here? Or is it not part of... Oh, it's this, okay. And then I took that and I masked it in a circle, right? So it wouldn't be a square anymore. And then I just kind of 3D positioned it. And then remapped it. Or, no, I didn't remap it yet. I just added glow and then shine so that it kind of comes down like a halo. And then I remapped it so it matched his movement. And then he's just a mask. And then, see, it's kind of showing up now. What the fuck? It needed to warm up. Okay, there we go. There we go. Until we hit the unknown exception. So, it was just a mask of the inside of his chrome dome. And then you just have to mask it looks fucked here because I think I'm on third, but you just kind of have to extra mask the hand so that it kind of looks like it's dipping in. And then there were definitely extra masks that I just can't really fucking find here. That would have put the like purple goop on top of his hand so that when it dips in, there's like an opacity fade so it looks like it's kind of going inside of it. Yeah. Sorry I kind of had to explain that instead of showing you because this project file is cooked, but hope that kind of helped. It was just mainly masking. It wasn't anything crazy. You guys are over here talking about fucking Marvel Rivals. Conky, you motherfucker. I just took my time to explain that to you and look at you. So that was that. Sorry I couldn't really show you. And then just some coloring stuff as well on top of that. Because I think it turns red in the edit. Yeah. Yeah, sorry about that one. Okay. Next one is Eyes Off the Wheel. This project file should be 100% fine. Oh, if my After Effects doesn't crash. I thought it had turb on it. It warped super cool. The only, if it does warp and I just couldn't find the layer, the only warp I like ever use is Chroma Distort. And I usually set it to like, I pick the colors from the scene and then do white balance so that there's not like an RGB to it. That tenant, that project file is just, I don't know what it is about my old project files. I have to restart After Effects here. My old project files are actually some of the most like horrendously like, as soon as you load them, they break. And I don't know how the fuck I edited like that for so long, because I don't even know what the reason is. Bye, Heaven. What's up, Trinity Rec? You're not late, we just started. Technically started. I haven't actually gotten to break down a scene yet. Okay, Eyes Off the Wheel, I should have 100%. E. Holy fuck, do I not have this project file? Oh no, you know what it is, it's a different name, that's why. It's, I think it was in the Movies for Guys folder. Yep. Eyes of the Wheel, not off. Maybe just a different AE version. Yeah, it is, but it's also just like, I don't know, it like, I don't think even if I went back to like 2018, they would load correctly. I've not listened to the new Jane album, but it's on the list. It's pretty fucking good. Listen to the Quickly album, though. Okay, so... God damn, dude, my PC's not liking it. So, it was... This scene was right at the timestamp, but I feel like you meant the other one. But I'll do both, because they're neat. So. Here's the room. And I just kind of recolored everyone. And then, like... This is before I could abuse AI. So this is outside the window. Like, outside, behind. Right over here. I just, like, choppily put together a sky from the scene itself, so I didn't have to actually make one. And then a lot of this is just, recolored stuff. So, if I can switch my workspace here. What is quickly? Quickly, bro. Come on now. It's the music in the background, if it's not too quiet. And I guess, so back then, I was using this preset called Match Levels. And I would just take like a nighttime scene and then match the levels to the new scene. Which is kind of an unnecessary step, and I don't do it anymore because the real, like, shit, the real great stuff is hue sat bright. Like, this effect is, like, the best thing ever. The scale colors option, this will get you so far in compositing when it comes to, anime. Probably not real life shit, but for anime, it can take you really far. The scale colors is the shit. If you ever need a scene to look nighttime, you can basically just, like, pick a nice color that you think would fit for the time of day or whatever, and just do the scale colors. And it's, like, it's so good. Shout out. Hue sat bright's, like, the best effect ever. And then I had a gradient on the bed, so that's just, like, darker, almost like faux depth, so it's darker towards the camera. And then all the other guys, I masked them out so I could get specific about the color. And then super comp. I guess I need to share my entire, I need to do my entire screen, huh? This should be good now. You should be able to see super comp. So what's going on here is a light wrap and a volume fog around Haruko, just so that it's kind of interacting with outside the window. And you can do this, like, without super comp, but it cuts down on the layers and makes it so much easier to just get super comp. If you want to composite, get super comp. There's no point in not having it. Like, what's up, Randy Taylor? Full government. There's no point in not having super comp if you want to do compositing. It's just, so just get it. I'm not gonna explain how to do it without it. But yeah, that's just kind of to make her interact with the new sky in the background that I put. And then this particles plus, so I made star particles that just kind of, they just kind of float. I guess they do kind of move. Or no, they don't move. So they don't even move. I just kind of made star particles. And then I displaced to the original scene. So this layer. So I used this layer, I'm assuming, yeah, as the displacement map. This was before any of the 3D stuff, like with Blender or any of the 3D lighting stuff I'm doing now. And I think I would still do it this way because it's a lot simpler. You don't have to go in and like create all this, like do all the like basic geometry stuff in Blender. Red Giant. Yeah, Red Giant is... The new cracks should work if you haven't done it in a long time, but it's like a fucking process now. It's like a huge process. But yeah, and then I used masks for alpha mats with the particles so that it didn't land on certain objects. And then it, like, the displacement map is heavier between these two, depending, I think, depending on what they're hitting. So it was just kind of like, it was basically just fake, like, 3D lighting or projection. So yeah, that's basically what that is. And then the rest of the stuff is just like, let's see. Actually, what? Oh yeah, this is, okay. I think I see what's going on here. Yeah, so I made sure that there was a difference between, like via masking, there was a difference between the roof particles and then the like walls in the room, because I think I did some extra, yeah, roof particles. I did some extra different displacement and then also like 3D like rotation so that it kind of maps to the roof a bit better. So there's two layers of particles. There's the room particles that hit the walls, and then there's the roof particles that hit just the roof because they're displaced and rotated. And then just the room at the bottom, and then just your choice of blending mode. I think I went for screen, but you could do like add or something or whatever. And then, yeah, I think that's all this scene is. And then the next scene, which was the actual timestamp that someone sent, so my bad for taking so long, is just a recolored scene and remap of her looking up. Again, HughSat Bright is your best friend. And then, let's see. I should have, yeah, I just did I think I just did a shape that matched the stars, no particles or anything, just a shape, and then I alpha matted it. This is another thing I think I kind of glossed over, so my bad, I'll go back to it. If you don't know what an alpha mat is, it's basically, if I take a solid, right, I'll just take a solid, and it takes up the whole space, right? If I enable transparency, you can see that there is no transparency. Like you can't see through this. This is a solid thing. But if I make a mask and say like remove or subtract, and then I do transparency where that subtract mask is, right, you can see through it, and there's transparency. Basically everything that is solid is the alpha channel. That's probably not the best description, but if I go get like the effect, like invert alpha, you can see just like how you would invert colors, you can like invert what is solid and what is see-through. So that's what an alpha channel is, and doing an alpha mat is like a very important tool. Same with Luma mats. Luma mats do the same thing, but to how bright or dark something is. So alpha mat, right? If I'm alpha matting the scene to these stars, then the scene is only showing up where these star particles are. Oh, which is another thing that I did, I guess I didn't go over, is I didn't just do the particles and then screen, like blending mode them over the scene. I alpha matted the room and colored the room and brightened the room underneath the alpha mat in order to re-add that back onto the scene. So it's not like just solid like stars. It's like the original scene being added and blended back on to the scene again. Sorry if that was like a shitty explanation, but something to keep in mind. Alpha mats and luma mats are like the shit. Do you know BCC bump mat? Basically what you do on Blender with the depth maps, but on AEs. No, I've never heard of it. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll mess with it after this stream. But yeah, back to this scene. Just an alpha mat of the scene layered back over it so that it's brighter. And then the scene being alpha matted has some like different effects and stuff on top of it to brighten it up. And then I think this solid also gets, the solid of the star gets blended just a tiny little itty bit to help with the brightness and stuff. So yeah. God, I'm so like scatterbrained. I really hope this helps people. What's up, Colby? Yeah. Now my brain is burning, but my yeah. Sorry if I'm all over the place. I'm trying my best to explain it in a correct order, but I'm kind of fucking it. So okay, I'm gonna one sec. I'm gonna break this down, this scene one more time, and that's how I'm gonna do the rest. I'm kind of finding my footing here. And I'm gonna do one final explanation, but like really succinct and fast and specific. So, first, we have the room itself being turned into nighttime. Let's see, is there... Yeah, so original scene, right? And then turned into nighttime. Things are masked in order to separate them out so that you can color them more specifically. And then, for the particles that are projecting onto the room, we have the original particles themselves, so just particular, star shape. They're just kind of sitting there in the right spot. Then we have those being masked so that it's not hitting certain objects in the room, which you can kind of see here, right? Those are subtraction masks so that they're not hitting those objects. And then those are alpha matted to those masks. And then the particles have Displacer Pro on them to displace using the original room texture, or not texture, but image, to displace to the room so that it kind of looks like they're interacting. And then, in the final composite, we have the particles set up. Roof particles are separated from the wall particles to give them a rotation, but they're the same thing. And then we have the room alpha matted to the particles themselves, so that now the room is showing through the particles, not the original particles. And then that room that's being alpha matted has some color and brightness effects, and then also like different blending modes to be added back onto the scene. And then that's pretty much that. And then this scene, the second scene here, is just the same remap alpha matted to a star shape to match the particles, and then put over her eye with a few extra little brightness tweaks and screening of the star to kind of make it brighter and pop out more. And then that's about it. And then there's like some flashes, but I'm assuming you weren't asking about that because those are pretty simple. It's just the scenes. But yeah, hopefully that was easier to follow. But it does get confusing if you don't know exactly like what I'm talking about. There's just not really a way to explain it to like a 10-year-old. Not that you guys are 10-year-olds, I just mean. But yeah. Okay, next scene. Hopefully I can close this without crashing my AE again. Can we watch this later? Yeah, I'm leaving this up. And how long has it been actually already? 30 minutes. Okay, I need to be better about being more more on it and more specific with my explanation, so that this doesn't take 8 years. So, the next scene is this from the same scrap comp, 944. Let me go find it. $9.44. If you are here and you submitted this scene, can you be a little more specific which scene it is? Because if I go to 944, I feel like it's just a Twixter scene. Yeah. Both of these scenes, if maybe am I on the right? I'm a dumbass. I'm on the wrong fucking scrap comp. My fault. No, I'm stupid. Okay, 944 on this one. Okay. Okay, I am actually terrified that I can't open this even if I do have the project file. Let's see. No, back don't. If I have it, I can open it. But I just don't think I have it anymore. Or I named it some fucking name that I'm not ever gonna remember. I can explain it though, because it's a pretty simple scene. So, there's just a scene of her in the third movie where she walks up to punch the glass that Shinji is behind. So I just masked her walking out. And then it's a really shitty fucking track, so don't watch it and try to like... The tracking was really bad. But I just took a recording of my CRT with scenes playing, masked it so that it's just kind of by itself, duplicated a bunch, changed the sizes and stuff, and then made them all 3D layers where I kind of pulled some back. Like you can see here, some are a little further back, some are rotated, you know, some are further up. And then I tried to track the 3D camera to the scene so that it looks like she's walking up to the screens, and I did it really fucking shittily. It doesn't look that bad, but I did it pretty shit. But it's pretty simple. And then she is honestly just like tinted or tonered or whatever effect you use for coloring to be darker, and then has like the shittiest fucking light wrap around her ever. But pretty simple. It's mainly just tracking and 3D cam and masking. It's nothing crazy. Like, the compositing in the scene is actually not very good. But yeah, there's that. So the next one is... Someone didn't fucking read, dude. I'm just kidding. This works. This works well. Okay. I'm assuming the blood. Is that CC light wrap? No, it was BCC light wrap. It was bad. Yeah. I'm assuming the blood scene. Let's do it. I think I followed a tutorial that I might be able to link after I open it up. I just gotta clear my cache, my cache. Alright. Come on. Thank you. Alright, I want ABCD. What the fuck? Okay. First one I wanted to send was the intro to Dawn and the Adon, and I almost sent a YT link. I mean, the the YouTube link works. I was just trolling. That's because you can copy it to the exact time frame. I think that intro is it. It was just kind of fast scenes behind a mask, and then like I put some effect on top of the whole thing. Alright. So. Here we go. Should be around here, I want to say. Dude, my After Effects is actually screaming for help. You'd think, like... I can't tell why it's so running so bad right now. Okay. Dude, holy fuck. What is so hard about what I'm doing right now? My PC is actually fucking freaking out. Watch this whole stream idea be cooked because I just can't open fucking old project files. I just did purge. My whole plans for today might be ruined because this shit is like throwing a temper tantrum. Alright. Jesus Christ. Let's try that one more time, shall we? Shall we? RAM issue? No, my PC just fucking sucks. I don't think it likes streaming. But I can like edit and stream, so I don't know why I can't just open fucking project files. Come on. Okay, I didn't get that message last time, so maybe there's more promise here. Or not. Dude, I might really have to record a fucking video. I can't believe this shit. My plans might be dashed and ruined and fucking trampled upon. Dude, L streamer. Worst streamer of all time right now. It's this fucking project file. I don't remember having issues with this project file. What the fuck is the problem? It's gotta be streaming. Maybe my PC, like, is just hitting its fucking breaking point, and I really can't stream anymore. Because this is cooked. I'm actually gonna have to take the stream down and, like, edit it. If I can even get through all of these scenes, I'm gonna have to actually edit it like a fucking video. Because this is crazy. I have one more choice. I can open the PayHip version maybe, and that might save me. Did I? Maybe I did. Maybe this project file's always been fucked and I just didn't remember. It's cooked. I have caps lock on. Now it's off. Wouldn't caps lock make it easier to load though, because it's not trying to preview anything? This fucking project file. Why? What happened? What could possibly have had happened? Like, it... Jesus fucking Christ, dude. This might be a fumble of a stream. We might be fucked. The powers that be looked at me and they said no. I can't solo a layer. Like, it's literally frozen as soon as I open the project file. I wonder if it really is like streaming or if it's just cooked. Alright. Well, I can try and find the tutorial. It's not exact what I did, but it's does anyone know they make mads and they do a good amount of tutorials. I can't think of their name right now though. Like, it was like a Jujutsu Kaisen fire animation, I think, is what I based it off of. Cedar MD, that's who I'm looking for. Yeah, look at, I'm just gonna send this since I can't fucking pull up the project file. If you sent that scene in for the blood, I built it off of this scene. It's not the same, but same, like, methods. Some of the same things. So, I'm sorry that I can't fucking show that. I don't know what the issue is. You know the lollipop scene from that one Dan to Dan edit that Roa also made a tutorial, but his one wasn't so good in my opinion. That one has a paid tutorial. I actually can't do that one. Sorry. Was it just Uni Heatwave? No, it was a bunch of, it's like shape layers and wave warp and shit, I think. Or not shape layers, but like a solid mask. Not an edit, but I just want to know how to do a cool swag rotation. I don't think I've ever had a rotation in any of my edits that I can remember. Alright. I'm not seeing any more responses in the meantime, so I'm just going to pick a scene that I think is cool that might help some people. Let's see. This is neat. I think this one. You should grab their IP for that submission. Yeah, this might be the... Dude, this is just... We got fucked. I'm really gonna have to go record a video or some bullshit about compositing, because this is just like the shittest thing ever. Alright, there's a scene. Like, okay, if this one doesn't even load, then yeah, it's my PC and I'm just cooked. And I can't help. Because I know for a fact that this project file's fine. Yep. I I think I just can't stream anymore. I think I've really hit the point of no return. I need to upgrade my PC or I can't stream anymore. Because this is ridiculous. Like, this is fucked. You guys can't see it, I don't think, but like my After Effects is just frozen and flickering every now and then. Like I can't do anything and it just flickers. So, big ass fumble of a stream, I guess. That's really upsetting. Cool. Pretty sick. What happened since your last stream? Literally nothing. My PC's just gotten worse, I guess. I don't know. But this is like, it has to be streaming because like I can open these project files. The stream, it just must be too much of a strain on my computer now to stream. Maybe you gotta edit messy. Maybe it's just the project files. Or did you restart it before? No, I didn't restart my computer. It's not the project files because I can open these. I mean, it might be the project files that they're too heavy to open while streaming, but like without streaming, I can open all of these. So, yep, I guess. No. Fuck my life. Fuck my whole life. My whole life. Fuck it. OBS isn't even using much, is what it says, but like oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? Let me try one thing. This is the final hope. This is our last hope. How do you editing? Dude, I don't even know. Put a clip here and adjustment layer there type shit. Always try a restart. Yeah, I guess I could try it. If this doesn't work, then I'll restart, give it one more shot, and then. But it's not even fucking loading, so. Might have to go straight to the restart. Start a fat odd Discord call. It'll be less straining than the song. I can't. You're not getting me to do that. Hell no. Oh, there we go. Okay. I am selling. DD, it's rough out here. Can someone please donate me a NASA PC? Please. I'll take 240p. Well, the thing is, I'm streaming in 720. It just upscales it, which shouldn't be that big of a deal, but maybe I'll also try that, not upscaling it. We can split it 50-50. What about 1090? Okay, let's see. Let's try this. Let's try this. This is the last chance. If it even shows up. Okay. Fit the screen? Wait, no. Whoops. Scale. Stretch the screen. There we go. Okay. This is it. Let's try it. Teach us comp. I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. Like, excuse me? This might be worse. Okay. Oh? I'm clutch, I'm clutch. Oh, yeah. Okay. This might have been the way. You know what's funny, though? Is I don't use 2025 because, like, actively editing is slower. But I can open fucking... I don't know. Dude, After Effects is, like, the biggest fucking mystery. Okay, I'm looking for... There's this one hallway scene that I think... I could also show that one, too. But the hallway one is really cool, and I think would help people with lighting. Or give you a way to think about it. There we go. Okay. So, what the fuck is this panel? I forgot they added, like, the Premiere fucking properties panel. Okay, so... I gotta figure out... Is it this one? Where's the actual layer that... I think it's... Yeah, okay. So, can I fucking get rid of this properties panel? Like, fuck off. Actually, fuck off. Alright. It is not supposed to be showing a dude. Fucking... I could do this. I could do this. Okay, okay. Easy fix. Easy out. Easy out. Okay. Whew. Okay. Okay. So this scene, right? This is the full scene. Pretty neat, you know? I think it's pretty neat. Put it on full so you can see. Or not. Oh no, I just went too far. Okay, so here's the scene, right? I like this scene. One of my favorite scenes. Pretty scene. Okay. So, first things first was this frame. There's a scene in the anime with this hallway. I not redrew, but like I used shape layers for some of this, and then the other half was like AI. Like you can see right here, this fucked up door. AI tools are goated. I don't care, okay? I don't give a fuck. I don't care. So, and then I rendered that out. The original scene is in the other half of the project file, so I can go back and find that later. But, so we have that. I masked out all the windows, or as many as I could see, because it kind of gets... You see it gets a little fucky. It gets a little fucked. But I masked out the windows as much as I could, and then I green screened it because of this method that I'm showing you right here. I'm going to go find the video right now. After Effects 3D Cam Projection. It's like this video. Really cool video if you ever have a scene like this. But basically, to make it super simple, is you take all these shape layers, right? And they're just white, but you position them to match with the layout or the perspective of the scene. So this is really easy because it's like a long hallway, right? So there's the floor, there's the roof, there's the walls, right? And if you get a second view, you can kind of see, maybe I got a top, that they kind of line up. Or, I hate 3D and After Effects. It's actually the worst thing ever. But if you were doing it yourself, you'd be able to see that they all kind of line up and they kind of touch, right? And then, yeah, projection mapping. What that does, you set it up with a spotlight and a camera, and then you have the spotlight, in this sense, the hall. It aims down the hall, so it lights up the hall, right? And then you basically, with the tutorial I sent, you change the lighting settings in your original frame, like that you're trying to kind of extrude and project. If you press A, you get the lighting settings, and you set it to only and blah 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 light transmission. And basically what this does, that's why I sent that tutorial, because they're better at explaining it. But what this does is it uses the light to project the scene onto like the 3D solids, so that you can do something like this, where you can make it, and I'm gonna set this to like third. It's pretty slow. It was a very subtle effect when I used it, but you can see that it moves, right? And I can make this like way like more, but you can see it kind of starts to stretch and get fucky. But like if you ever want a really subtle, just like nice 3D kind of zoom, because sometimes when you just scale, it can look all right at like really low values, like 100 to 101 or something, but at a certain point you can tell that it's scaling and not zooming. Like if you want the camera to zoom, you kind of have to do shit like this, because scales just don't give that effect, because the things aren't warping around the camera and blah 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 blah. And there, I mean, maybe there is an easier way to do this in Blender. I tried to figure it out, and I couldn't get it to look right. It just looked fucked, so I did this method, but pretty much a depth map for the camera. Yeah. So, if you find a method in Blender that's like way easier, then go for that. I couldn't, so I just did it the annoying way. But once on top of that, right, we have some coloring stuff, which is again, HueSat Bright is the fucking most goated effect. Scale colors is so fucking good. So good. So good. So it kind of, it's like a tint, but better, in my opinion. And then also, if you turn down the saturation, it becomes more uniform to that color. So it like keeps the original values. It's so fucking good. It's so good. And then behind that, we've got a solid to be the lighting coming in from the windows. And then this black solid is just to make sure that there's something behind everything. And then this solid was kind of an afterthought. This isn't something that it was just an added measure to get the scene to look the way I want, but basically just darkens the ceiling. So that's up to you and your scene and whatever you're doing. And then we have Super Comp, which should... Maybe I actually... Yeah, I actually didn't end up using Super Comp, so just fucking ignore that shit. Ignore all that. Dude, this, I really don't fuck with AE25. I'm not gonna lie to you. Being able to resize these is really annoying. Okay. So, what is this? Okay, so this is a faux depth map. I just used the exact same, like, things from before. Or not the same things, but I made the hallway again, right? And then used gradient map, kind of matching in these places to make a depth map. You can make this way easier in Blender, I honestly assume. But I'm just not a Blender, I'm not really good at Blender, so I just did what I know. You can, like, AI generate, obviously, the depth map, but especially with really, scenes that are really expansive in the distance, AI generation for depth maps just doesn't do the job from my experience. It always just feels very close. So since it's simple with just rectangles, I just did it myself. You can see it's even, like, a bit fucked. But it's good enough, because it's just for, like, blur and stuff. So, I have an adjustment layer with HueSat to darken it, which is, what the fuck? Wait, so are the track mats? Oh, it's here now. I'm sorry, I'm kind of, like, discovering 25 right now. This is weird. But yeah, Luma matted to the depth map with an adjustment layer to kind of get that. You can also do this with multiply. Like, I could take this, set it to multiply, and you can get the same thing. It's just kind of up to you. I feel like the Luma mat with the brightness adjustment is more flexible for my purposes, but that's up to you. And then this is the cool part, or the neat part in my opinion, is let's see, let's turn off these. Is a Blender scene that I just modeled very roughly, very roughly, to match this scene. So that I could get volumetric lighting that looked correct, because you can use like shine, but it's the way it works is it's always emanating from a light point from within the scene, so the directions, like, that the light is hitting isn't always the same. Like, it's not always uniform or correctly matching the perspective you might want it to get. So I did it in Blender so that I could literally set up a light outside these windows with the volumetrics coming in, and it all looks in the same, like, direction and everything, and it looks correct. And then I just kind of added effects. Like, I added noise reduction because I rendered at a pretty low sample rate because I just can't be fucked to wait all day. And then we have toner to match the lighting of the scene, blur so that it's not too sharp. Shine kind of sucks. Shine is great in certain scenarios, but it just depends. And then I have this screened on everything. Especially, that's another thing with the 3D that you kind of get without having to do it, like, with masks, that I didn't really make apparent, is over on the right. Hopefully you can see my mouse. Sorry if you can't. But over here, you can see the light hitting the wall from the windows, which is something that you'd have to do yourself. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal since it's just squares, but, like, getting the perspective, it would just be annoying and time consuming. So this did, like, 4 different things in one by doing just, like, a really simple 3D render. What's up, BeetleX? Beetlex? Pack use Shine and Riley and I. Shine is goated, you just have to use it correctly. A lot of people don't use it the right way, or they use, like, that CC light ray thing that looks really fucking ugly. No offense if you use CC light rays, but that shit is fucking buns. What's up, Brendan? So yeah, we got that, and then you just I just screened it, and then, let's see. I actually can't tell why I would have two of these off the top of my head. I think I just... Oh, you know what it is? I think I just added it to have extra glow off the rays. But, like, this one is animated so that it, like, moves with the scene, right? And then the top one is just by itself to just kind of add extra glow. And then with, like, CC and everything, looks like this. And it's not like... Obviously, that's not, like, the craziest scene ever, but I feel like there's, like, that usage of 3D and stuff is something that people don't think about enough, because when people incorporate 3D with anime, a lot of the times it's like a complete remake of a scene, a completely new thing. Yeah, it usually just kind of lands in those two categories. And I feel like there's so many ways that you can incorporate 3D to just make a scene look nicer, or to skip steps that you'd have to do manually, that it just... You can marry those two things without having to make a completely new scene or have it stand out too much or blah, 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 blah. Spandex. This is the edit that I'm pulling this scene from. You just go to my channel. It should have everything. I also have a playlist that has all of them. So much more complicated than I initially thought. Yeah. It kind of, but I also don't have to redraw everything, because I abuse the fuck out of AI to get to do redraw stuff. So it's like I get to skip some steps that some people would have to spend time doing. But yeah, there's that scene. And let me see if I've gotten any more kind of submission parts here. I'll look at this, but this isn't exactly what I want to do at the stream. The thing with this is they get their own shots. So you can shoot in ways that make things like this easier or achievable in general, and I just don't think a lot of anime has shots that would lend themselves to it. But obviously with like AI, or if you can redraw, I'm sure you could find anime scenes that you can kind of do yourself and kind of fuck with. But I wouldn't know where to start, honestly. Let's see. Let's see. My edits, just to clarify that, because I have the access to the project files, I can tell you exactly what I did. When it's other people, I'm kind of just guessing at what they did. But I will look at this just to see if I have insight. Froggy. 135. Oh, is this like the are you talking about these 3D bubble bits? Because I'm not your guy for when it comes to 3D. I guess it could also not be 3D. It could be displacement map and like warps with like particles, but I'm assuming it's 3D. Because he is a 3D guy. If she. Let's do it. Suo. What's up, Suo? What's up, Nick? CC ball action, the CC ripple, real. If she, so you're talking about the intro, right? 0 to 40. I need to do this before I blow up my PC. I'm getting too comfortable now that I feel like 2025 is fixing my issues. Let me close this bullshit first. Don't you love when emptying your disk cache takes 20 minutes? Fuck my life, dude. After Effects hates me. Alright, let's see. Was your edit to haunt me all shots you recorded? Yeah, that was all just random things that I recorded while like on camping trips and stuff. So none of it was like, I didn't think about any of the shots and how to put them together. I just kind of happened upon it. What's up, Conta? I just emptied my cat. I literally just did it. I just fucking did it. Alright. Do my headphones? What is up with the sound? I wonder if my headphones just like take a fucking... Oh my god, it's a nose dive. Okay. I don't understand that. Let me know if my mic goes though. It should be unaffected, but this intro is what you're talking about, right? 0 to 40. This is like one of my favorite things I've ever made. It has some issues. I'm not gonna point them out so that no one sees them, but let's see. Black blue bag is uncool. Your folders. I try to be organized. Is this cooked? Did I get too ahead of myself thinking that 2025 fucking saved me? Oh, no, we're alright. We're getting there. Okay, this is gonna have a fuck ton of layers that are like really annoying to explain. So sorry in advance. When are we gonna get a short pack edit? Funny guy. Okay, that's the comparison. Why did I do the comparison in the same fucking project file that I made the edit? That is actual, like, ridiculousness. Okay. Holy fuck. Oh, wow. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, fuck my life. Oh no. Okay. So the issue here is that I didn't save the original scene, so I can't like show you. I can show you one of the original scenes. I think. Holy fuck. This is actually so fucking bad. This is bad. Okay. You saved your clips? How much storage you got? Not enough. I'm running out. Is there any way to disable the low RAM message in AE 20? I don't know. I don't use 2025 nor have low RAM. Square ratio packets. Yeah, go watch Gym Shorts, the most goated new gen. Okay, so this is one of the original scenes. So I literally just took her and then the frame from the scene. And then if I'm lucky, I can click on one of those episodes and it'll take me straight to the scene that I used. But I might not be lucky. But there's another scene of this like window that's past her, but by itself. So it's just another scene of that same window behind her, like through her window behind her. But like just by itself, it's a bit wider of a shot, and that's what like this scene is. So this is from the anime. This isn't like this wasn't me or anything. This is from the show. I think I might have had to remove something, like AI remove something, but anime scene. This tree is from Blender. That's so I put a tree in the scene and then had light go through it so that it would cast a shadow like a wall, just to kind of add something to it. And then I had some renders with like this tracking so that I could track her to the scene correctly. So this kind of goes through this window, and then there's another, and this I'll open the 3D project file as well too after. This is the scene that you zoom into in the distance, which I had to do a lot of like extending and shit because it's pretty small. So, original scene right here. This is the new one. You can tell like the AI, like the legs. You can see he's wearing shorts now, and she's got little fucking stubby legs, but it's good enough. It gets the job done. That's what it, you know. So we got that. So that's the scene in the distance, and then what else is like purely anime? I think I even did the rain in Blender, so I don't think there's a particle layer. There is, let's see. I'm kind of actively trying to remember certain layers right now. Okay, so this is the close, or without the frame. So this is the full scene. So I'm pretty sure even the rain is 3D, I'm pretty sure. Which I rendered out by itself. So all these are like rendered through Blender, which I'm gonna open the Blender thing so that you can see it. And they're all rendered like individually and then stacked on top of each other in After Effects. So there's no like full render all the way through of the whole scene from Blender because I had to do a lot of extra compositing. Like all the blurs that happen in the scene are in After Effects, and just manually keyframed. And then like this frame it's not in 3D at all. There should be another layer in here that's like, where is it? Like these water droplets are also 3D inside of Blender, so that when the camera goes through them, it'll distort, or like you can get those reflections that are correct. So those are also 3D. What AI program? I use this site. It's Adobe's own site. It's Adobe Firefly, and it gives you a certain amount of like tokens, quote unquote, to use every month, but if you want to use it consistently, you kind of have to pay like $5, which isn't that expensive, but at a certain point you might as well just like go pay the monthly fee for fucking Photoshop. But it's up to you. So yeah, there's just like, or like this is like one of those just like extra things so that the theoretical quote unquote light from inside the room is hitting the window. Like that is just like an extra fucking try hard thing, but it matters. Like it matters a lot to the, because even though it's anime, when you're compositing, basically what you should do is stretch your brain and try to think of every possible way lighting can be hitting something. And like you have to basically just like really think about realism, even if it's anime. And one of the things that helped me with that is like, maybe some people are already like this, especially if you're like into photography and stuff, but I really had to start paying attention to life around me, which sounds really kind of funny, but like just paying attention to how light hits things in real life, and not actively, but like just passively. And that might sound really stupid or like duh, but it's something that I had to like turn my brain on for to like get better at compositing, is really paying attention to how things look in real life. So yeah, this is basically all just like a little extra tracking in After Effects. All the blurs are in After Effects. All the shakes are in After Effects. And then we get to the end of it. I really love this scene. And then I'll go ahead right now and open the Blender project file so you can kind of see what's going on in there. Editing like this is so sick, but I don't have the heart to learn it. I mean, if it's not your style or what you're into, then it doesn't matter. But I just feel like compositing has become a lot bigger than it used to be. And I see a lot of, like, compositing is done more now, which means that there's a lot more of it out there that just looks like dog shit. So I really want, like, my compositing isn't perfect, but I would like to see a higher standard for it. Because it really can throw you out of the whole edit. Textures and like organic movement and outside, yeah, of course. It's time for a cooking stream / hot tub stream / editing multitasking stream. Editing in a hot tub would be crazy. If he is like low-key top 10 McGee. I love it. I actually didn't like the song as much until I edited it. I wouldn't say top 10, but it is a really good song. I think it's so sick, and I would definitely want to learn that, but sometimes I see it as that just look like they used it just because, like, never. Exactly. And sometimes, actually, not even sometimes, 50% of the time, compositing is purely done just to make a scene look prettier. And I'm totally there for that. It's kind of like, sometimes I complain about when people use effects or like crazy effects for no reason. They don't add anything to anything. And in my head, I'm kind of like, but why? Like, why? What is the reason? But then I realize I do the same shit with compositing. When I make a scene just look prettier or have a little more depth to it, I'm purely doing that just because I like how it looks. So it's just kind of two different brains operating, but like in the same way. Gonna have to get over myself when it comes to that stuff. Okay, hopefully Blender is a lot nicer to me. This should open fine. I mean, I just hate masking with a passion, or I would try harder. Yeah, I also hate masking, but it's like I like the end product so much that I just kind of force myself to get through it. Okay, let's remove. I should be able to do material preview, and it shouldn't be too cancerous. Oh no, it's bad. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. Never mind, we're going back to solid. We're going back to solid. Okay. So I'm not, you'll be able to tell once I explain it. So this is the frame, right? Or this is the window, the very first window. And this has, I wonder where it would actually show up in these layers, because I can't really remember. But there is a plugin called Droplet Generator, I think is what I used, to put that on all of the glass that shows up, so that the droplets are all 3D, like I said, so that they kind of fuck with the lighting and the reflections and stuff. So it looks nicer. Then we got a tree over here. Has lighting coming in from, I think it's just normal sky lighting to make it hit this wall, have a little more depth. There's a window here that also has droplets on it, and then you pass through that, and there's just a bunch of, like, these don't even have materials, they're just completely black, but I just put a bunch of random objects that fit with where they were, because they're, like, outside of, like, some sort of, like, shop. So I just kind of put objects to obscure your view of the shittier parts of the AI, like, extension, in front of the original scene, which is right here. And then there's just a camera that moves all the way through. And then there's also rain from in Blender coming down outside. So that also moves through the rain correctly with, like, the camera and blah, 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 blah. Some of this could be unnecessary if you're really good at tracking things and you're really good with perspective. I'm not good with perspective. So I go do the extra work of doing it in Blender and waste time with renders, because I can't do it myself, because I don't trust myself. Same with lighting. Editing famous guy over here, 1 billion viewers. What's up, Trap Phone? What's up, Cyan? So yeah, that's that scene. It's honestly pretty simple. It's just like the amount of layering to put everything back together once you're in After Effects just looks really overwhelming, but it's not when you're, like, the one actively doing it. So there's basically just a render of, like, this window, a render of back here, and then, like, a render of the first window, and then fully rendered all the way through of the camera path that it takes, so that you can just smack them on top of each other and it all works. But yeah, that's that scene. And then coloring stuff is, like, not really something I can teach. Just once again, like, Hue Sat Bright is the most goated fucking effect ever, and so is CC Toner. Just use those two, and eventually you will get shit to look right. But I'm really not good with color, so I can't explain it well. I tried using Blender for this idea I had, and I couldn't even render it. You might have just had like, when I started using Blender, my sample rate was at, like, 2,000 for some fucking reason, because I thought, like, oh, I need the best quality, blah, 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 blah. You can get a good quality render at, like, 100 samples, depending on what it is, obviously. But, like, I totally overestimated how many, like, samples I need to render with. That could have been your problem, but... Alright, let's see. Kugi. And you know what's... I actually... Fuck, I don't know. Can you comment the timestamp in Kugi? I know we've had a conversation before, but I can't remember what scene it was about. Thank you for explaining that scene. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm, like, doing a really poor job of it, but hopefully it helps a little bit. Is Blue Bag here? You're right. Don't say you're right there. Can you give me a timestamp? Because I might be... Is it this one? Is it this one? The Oscar bathroom one? Alright, I think I have Kugi still. I do. What's up, Quit? The tree... I don't think I comped any trees. I think they're from the anime. Right there, quote unquote. Alright, let's get this to layered. $37. Damn. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Sorry there's no background music anymore. I was scared that Spotify was somehow trashing my PC, so to save on my performance, I turned it off. Holy fuck. Okay. Is it here? No. Is it before this? There we go. Okay. So... okay. So, this is actually really good. I think I brought this method up before, but just in case people don't know about it. If there's a scene in an anime where it's a just a slide, like a linear slide up, like this scene, you can freeze frame that, make a really tall comp, and then stitch all of them together, and then just use position, and then that way you can have like the original movement of the scene, which just has some movement still, but like the original movement of the scene, because normally, right, you'd have to remap, but that might fuck up the character moving if you're trying to like remap the character as well. So doing this like an extension, you can keep that original movement of the character, but also use position to get the full scene like slide or whatever it might be. And it usually, most of the time, the perspective works as well because of the way they like draw it and stuff. So that's what is here, and then that's Twixtered. So it still moves up a little bit because there was just no way of getting around that, but obviously the scene is way longer so that you can position it yourself, which is what I did here for the transition, which should happens. One sec, I always have to change my workspace for some reason whenever I go into old edits, even though I've used the same workspace for like ever. Okay, so this should have... You should be able to... Sick. We're just gonna fucking freeze. Never mind. We're just gonna sit here and wait, yep. Actually, while it does this, I'm gonna go get water real quick, so... It's a good time. Okie doke. Are we still fucking frozen? There we go. Or not. There we go. Sick. It's doing what it was doing before. Don't be slamming door. I didn't slam it. It was just my mic picks it up. So yeah, okay. So this scene was kind of lent itself to it because once you crush like the colors, actually no, you don't even have to crush. You don't even have to darken it. It was already a silhouette. So yeah, it's pretty easy to make the so there's a fade so that it completely leaves, and then here it's just a that's why the bottom of this scene is black, to make it them transition nicely. And then I guess I also animated the changing of like the perspective, like by making it a 3D layer so that it kind of looks like it's matching the next scene by looking up. So it's like, it's not just a slide up and down, it's like the camera is turning. So that's pretty simple. There might be, yeah, there's not even a vignette, it's just a straight mask of a black solid. And then there's like a shake and then camera stuff under. And then within the remap, I accidentally made this invisible, but I just masked her in the mirror to just kind of add, literally for no fucking reason, just to add some sort of intrigue. But yeah, pretty simple. This looks like there's a perspective to it because the original like panning in the show has perspective to it, so I didn't do anything to the scene except for this scene to kind of aid in that. But yeah, that's about it. And then there's just kind of a big shake from side to side, and then a blur, which I definitely used a depth map, I'm assuming, or maybe I just no, I can't tell. $145. Oh yeah, so there's what the fuck? I must have done like some faux depth, because I think I did this before I started like AI generating depth maps, so I must have just like made a really fucky one for the blur. But yeah, pretty simple scene. Lens flare tut, just use optical flares. I don't think I've ever made my own lens flare and optical flares. I just use the presets. Camera lens flash transition tut. One white solid. That'll get you wherever you need to go. You actually don't have to use any other transitions. Just a one frame of a white solid. That's all you need. And you know that's true. Alright. Let's see. Is there any more? Did that, did that, did that, did that. White Crocs, 10 seconds. Fuck. This, oh, you know what this is, actually? I'm gonna explain it because I'm scared of the project file. But it's really simple. It is, fuck, what is that effect called? It's something card. It's not card dance. Let's just not respond. Appreciate it, After Effects. Okay. Card, or is it like tile? I think it's BCC wildcards. Let me get like a random image. Yep. So it's just this effect. You just kind of mess with it to get it to look how you need it to look. And then you can set it to use comp camera. And you can add a camera. And do that. So that's all it was. It was just like, you can also set it, I think there's, yeah, random choice for choose cards. So you can have like, I'm not exactly sure how you get it to choose multiple though. I haven't used this since ever. It might have been like a comp that changes scenes really fast, and then I put this on top of it, and then the random choice chooses like a random frame. But I'm not sure. You'll have to figure it out. But it is this effect, and then use comp camera. PF death. But yeah, super simple. Super simple. And then you're just kind of animating the camera, like rotating and moving around and shit. Let's see. Is that it? Did I miss any? Yeah, I think we're good. And then I'll just go pick a scene now. Actually, it's been... Yeah, once we get about 2 hours, if there's no more responses, then I can probably call it. But I'll just go pick a random scene for now, just in case anyone joins and throws another one in. I'm gonna go to that snow scene, because I really think that is a cool scene. Oh, there's also, this scene. Ah, no, it's in the part 1. Maybe I'll show it later. But let's see. It's like 3 scenes stacked on top of each other. I should be able to find it without. Here we go. This is my favorite scene that I've ever done. Royal Blue Walls Scrap 39. Explain the glitch. Alright, here, I'll go find it before I get into this. There's also there's a submission. There's a form in the description. So I'm assuming you're talking about this. You said 39? Yeah, right here. So this is this isn't data mosh. It is I rendered the scene, threw it into a hex editor, and then fucked up like the hex values. So there's not really like a specific way to do this. I just kind of got lucky with how it looked. But yeah, you can like render out a scene and open it basically in like a text format, like a TXT, and then fuck with the values and like add words or remove shit or whatever, and it'll kind of just like fuck the clip up. I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah, look up hex editor. I'm sure you can find videos like hex editor video tut. Yeah, or like, what would it be? Like hex data mosh with hex editor or something like this. Yeah. So just like kind of look that up. I can't remember the exact thing I used. Still my favorite edit from you. I appreciate that. I love the edit. I really like the clips that I recorded. Okay. Let's see if I can remember what is going on in here. Okay, so I took the scene, I removed him, AI'd him out. I think there's also a frame before the girl Haruhi is walking in the frame, so I just kind of masked that. And then to make it snow, to add snow, I started with fractal. So this is LumaKey to get the sky out. You could mask and do an alpha matte, but I think I just got away with it by using LumaKey. And then I added fractal, and then changed its blending mode to screen, and that basically just adds kind of like, it looks real shit by itself, like especially over here. And I think this is like the last thing I did because it wasn't like the first image in my head that I had, but it adds to it in the final version, you know. And then there's some extra things here, like manually adding like snow to this flower bed frame because it just wasn't kind of coming through before. And then the ground is also just a fractal and then turned 3D to kind of match the perspective. And then I have some mesh warp to kind of make it go along with the original scene, like the ground. So I turn this off. It just kind of, not even like the shape of it, like the matte, just like kind of how it lands. Just kind of makes it look more believable. And then this is alpha matted, I think. Yep. To just a solid mask that I made, and then I added turbulent displays. You probably use like roughen edges as well. What's up, Calaric, by the way? Void. Oh, what's up, Jay? Sorry, Jay. I didn't fucking see you. Bottom values usually give better results faster. The same thing with the UI. For sure. There you guys go. Leave us. So yeah, that's just to kind of make it like rise up on to things. Like if you take that away, it kind of just looks flat, you know? And then past that, there is emboss was like the key to this whole thing, because it adds like, it kind of adds that edge that makes it look like it's popping out or is like fluffy, especially because the scene kind of lent itself to snow already by just the way it was colored. Like you can see these edges of like the roof and stuff, so it kind of just helped. The scene was kind of primed for it in a way. And then we have a depth map, which is unmulted, so that there's no blending mode. Having like, it's not applied to the scene with a blending mode at all. It's just unmulted so that it layers on top, and that's just like really brightens it up and makes it seem hazy. And then there's the manual mask for this bush and tree so that it isn't covered anymore, so that there's depth, you know. And then we've got more fractal kind of stuff on the bush to make it look like the snow is landing on the leaves, right? And then we have the character himself in the distance over here, and then I added like a little shadow below his feet, super subtle, and then like just particles, which I think I use CC Snowfall, not even particular. And then those are RSMB to make it have more motion blur, and then Gaussian just to kind of, there you go. Like, how do you even think of this? It's you get an idea in your head, right? I was like, I want this scene to take place in the snow because the other scenes around it are also kind of just like changing the environment. Like here, this is kind of nighttime but stylized in a way, kind of like a flashlight is in front of her. Very stylized. This scene doesn't look the best, but once it's like VHS, it looks cool. And then this very first scene is also really pretty. It's just like a very blue, hazy, foggy scene. But you just get the idea. You're like, oh, I want this scene to be snowy. And then you just try to think of every, like, that goes back to what I was saying earlier, is like, you try to think of every single way that snow would realistically fall in this place or on this thing, and it's still not perfect. Like there's still issues. I got lucky with like the original scene being having highlights and stuff already that helped it look snowy. But like there was a lot more I could technically do to this, but you know, at a certain point, especially on a time crunch. But you have to try to think of like every angle you could possibly look at it from, and it like to the point where it hurts your brain. Um, but you get better at it. It's like another skill from editing. So like just the more you think about shit and the more you pay attention to stuff in the real world, or if you look at like pictures, like actual what's the fucking word I'm looking for here? Like a Jesus, why can't I think of this word? References. There you go. And you like look at references and you really study them, it just becomes like kind of ingrained in your head. And I still don't think I'm that great. Like I'll probably, if I'm still editing in a year or two, I'll probably look back at some edits and I'll think that I could have done a lot better compositing wise, but I'm pretty proud of this edit. Like this edit is like the peak of my compositing ability, at least at the moment. Like I think this is my best edit, 100%. But yeah, shout out compositing. It's also really fun because like I guess it's just different for different people. Like me spamming effects, and I mean that in the like the best way possible. I don't mean that like negatively, but like spamming effects and really making a scene look like fucked up, quote unquote, in a way, and like really just like crunching it, which I mean all in the most positive way. I don't mean this bad. Some people, that's their thing, and they love doing that, and they love the way that looks, and they really like that aesthetic. For me, like that enjoyment comes from like making a scene, and then people thinking that's like that was the scene. Like they can't tell. So it just kind of depends on what you want out of it, because like it's compositing is also, it's not like there's one way to composite, you know. It's just like art. It's like you can take liberties with it, especially when people do crazier, like way crazier scenes than I do, that are like mixing 3D and there's like all this camera movement and stuff. Like people that can make a scene like that look good compositing are always gonna have like my respect, because I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do the whole 3D like blending kind of thing. I just don't think that's something I'm good at. Where do you get a reference? I follow, like, I get a lot of photo recommendations on Instagram just because I've kind of tailored my explore page, but also, yeah, Pinterest. Pinterest is like genuinely like the greatest place on the internet for that stuff. But yeah, compositing. Let's see if I got any more. Flutter 1 second. I can't tell if you're trolling to make fun of the thing or if you actually mean it. The intro, I think I remember the intro though. Yeah, okay. So, my Pinterest is surface level. Dude, Pinterest, like, shapes to what you're looking for so fast. Like, you just have to you really just have to start liking or adding a couple images to, like, a board, and it will, like, figure out what you want so fucking fast. Like, ridiculously fast. Their algorithm is, like, insane. Well, it could be really simple, but it feels insane. Alright, let's see if I have Flutter still. I do. I do. Alright. So... yeah. So I made like these really like... they're not even bad. They're just kind of interesting. They move really weird. I don't remember that. But yeah, I just kind of made particles. And then I and so I have to switch my workspace real quick. And then I Twixtered the particles. Not even remap. I literally just threw Twixter on them. And I was just fucking around. I wasn't actually, like, there wasn't a look in my head. I just kind of did it to do it. And I thought that it looked really interesting as, like, an overlay. So I just kind of did that. I just, like, blew them up really big and then added them as an overlay of the scene. And then I just kind of spammed it, honestly. Like... I just took it again, resized it again, blurred it, like, added a glow. I just kind of fucked around with it. And then, on top of this, I took it again, messed with it some more, and then used it as a displacement map for the scene. I don't think I've ever done anything this, like, odd ever again. But in the moment, it looked really neat, and it helped the edit. Why don't you use Nuke for compositing? I tried the free version of Nuke, and it was so fucking difficult to wrap my head around. Like, you can't even load, like, certain file types that are just normal file types. And, like, to load a clip into Nuke was, like, 15 steps. Like, I was like, I can't fucking do this. Like, there's no way. It is, like, probably far, far, far better than AE, but it's just, like, I don't have the brain power or, like, the want to learn a new program at this point. Twerking particles. But yeah, they're just kind of a weird, and then I use them as displacement map and an overlay. And it just came out like this. And then I also, obviously, I had, like, I had a shake, some blurs, a little bit of glow on stuff, and then, like, the overall CC. And that's kind of how this came out. And this scene also already has, like, this glow in the bottom left. So it kind of, I placed the particles according to that glow, like it's kind of emitting, but not really. But yeah, that's pretty much that scene. And that's kind of like the same throughout the whole edit, is I was using those particles as like a displacement map throughout the edit. But I didn't render out any of the other scenes, so you can't really see right now. But yeah, pretty simple. And like, I think I really fucking cranked the displacement map, because you'd see it like, gets pretty fucked. But it looks really pretty. Especially with like not blurring the very top particles, it adds like a sense of depth, so that when the camera, she does come into focus, then they blur. So that's cool. Show us some recent scraps. I don't have any at the moment. I'm actually like, no, I do have one. I think I do have one, but I don't know if I can get it to render on stream if I'm already having issues opening project files. Yeah, my sound is just not. Is sound working for the stream when I play it? Because my sound for my headphones is just not. I guess it is working now. I don't know what's going on with my headphones then. The sound is just not sounding. The sound is not sounding in my headphones. One sec, I'm gonna try to fix this. It would be nice to be able to hear.
Been capitalizing all my favorite childhood memories.
don't know why all of a sudden I can't fucking hear shit. Alright, is there any more? Alright. I want to break down one more scene from Lonely Fight. Just cause I'm really proud of that edit. And then I think I have like one scrap that I can show, maybe, if it'll render. Having a clean cinematic look to edits is my favorite. Yeah, that's kind of where I also find enjoyment. I feel like I get a similar excitement with just scene selection. Yeah. Do not crack nuke for your safety. Okay, what scene was I thinking of? Oh, actually, I know. I actually might not even break this down. I'm just gonna show it because I think it's really funny. It's actually not funny. It's just kind of smart. What layer is this gonna be though? Here we go. So in this ground texture, this is really, I think this is neat, and some of you might be able to use this. Is these are like, so the way this snow works. Give us a live cover, Starcy. The way this ground works is the same as the snowy scene from before with the fractal. But since it's using a blending mode this time, it's using screen to kind of apply. I genuinely hate how 2025 is laid out. I like faked these footsteps. So I just like took, like I just made a shape of a shoe and then added fractal onto it and put them in the ground. There's so many ways you can like finagle getting out of doing something in like a smart way. And the only reason I bring this up, besides to brag, is that you really can get away with a lot of shit by doing it in a really weird way. Like at the end of the day, it just matters if it looks good. So I don't know if anyone else does, but sometimes I'm always like, oh, I could do this in way less layers, or like there's got to be a way that I could do this more clean, or I have like 15 fucking layers on this one scene, like I'm sick of having to like go through all these layers and figure it out and blah 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 blah. But it's like, as long as the scene looks good, it really doesn't matter. So that's just a funny scene, because I just think it's ridiculous that I even added those, because there wasn't really a need for it. Especially with this scene, I added oh, there's super comp. I animated like these footsteps like getting added, imprinted into the snow, and like I guarantee you no one noticed this. And it's like actually ridiculous, but this is what I mean by like, exactly, like when you're trying to think of a scene and you're trying to think of all the ways that make it realistic, it is like the most obscure, stupid little things that no one's brain is actively picking up on that make it look good. It's like, as soon as your brain isn't actively focusing on it, that's what makes it like add to the scene, if that makes sense. So always like my number one advice for compositing and editing in general is always go the extra mile. Well, actually, I have two large tips for compositing. Always mask, manually mask. I'm telling you, if you have a good mask, that's where compositing starts, is at the masking. If you have a shitty mask, it doesn't matter what you do with the scene, it's gonna look like ass. And then two, go the extra mile, even if it makes you like want to put a gun to your head in a video game, because like it's always the little like random bullshit elements that you add that no one notices that like makes the scene. Yeah, and then I also wanted to, I have a thing to ask you then, Bluey, since you're saying you noticed. Has anyone ever noticed that there's hands on this door? I feel like no one's ever brought that up to me when I ask them about it. When I watched that edit, I literally told my dad, hold up, something's wrong. It's too simple. Point proven. Well, this is the equivalent to editing Easter eggs into an edit. Yeah. I just, like, part of me is really annoyed that people, like, when people are like, you didn't do anything. But then it's also, like, the most satisfying way someone can comment on compositing specifically, because compositing is, like, if someone can't tell that you did anything to it, then that means your compositing is really good. So it's like a double-edged sword, and you kind of like I have to get over it and get over myself when it comes to stuff like that. I won't lie, I did not notice. I thought it was a shadow. Yeah, I was trying to I feel like the only thing this edit is lacking in terms of liminal is that sometimes it looks, it's like a little unsettling. And so I tried to add these in to kind of help with that feeling, but one, it doesn't go with like the story, quote unquote, of the edit that I'm trying to tell. And it also just like, I feel like it would stick out too much if I really made you focus on it. So that is like actually just an Easter egg and not like a compositing thing. This is only 20%. Okay, so I will now attempt to pre-render and edit, unless there was any more. No. Okay. I'll try. I'll pray. But I don't know why I can't hear audio. It's really annoying me. I wonder if it's my voice meter somehow got fucked up again like it did last time I streamed. I wonder if just streaming is just like what fucks all my audio up for some reason. I have a rat on my PC that likes to just change my audio routing. So I think fuck, there's two here. I don't know what is what. Okay. 100 likes and I'll post remake clips. Cage Girl is a fucking incredible song. I think that's why partially why I couldn't oh wait, this isn't the edit. This is not the edit I was thinking of. That was like a random HC. This is it. There we go. I think that's why I scrapped the edit. Or it's actually not scrapped. When I rewatched it, I didn't like it as much because I feel like the song is so good. Oh my god, if you bring Bullymon up in this chat one more fucking time, I'm gonna touch you. This is the last time. Conky, are you here? Conky, wait, Conky, are you in the chat? Conky, this is quickly. He posted that because he was like, he was remaking the image of Justin Bieber doing the same thing. He posted that on his Twitter or on his story or something, and I saved it because I thought it was fucking hilarious, and now it just stares at me in the face whenever I go into my photos. That shit is funny. Holy. I forgot about that. Alright, let's see. Let's see if it's possible. No sound. Okay. Let's do that. Shout out quickly. That's the greatest artist of our generation right there. Is It All Drums is the third best leak in my opinion. It's really good. Oh, the fucking leaks are like my lifeblood. What's up, Nick? Alright, so I think this will pre-render. It'll just take a bit. I wanna fix my audio in the meantime. My audio. So this might get annoying, because I'm gonna like play and unplay and not play and then play and then play and then not play. Bust that P word open.
I feel so alive.
It has to be my audio routing. I think my audio routing got fucked somehow. No, not that one. I keep choosing the wrong fucking thing. Hopefully never, because Jane Remover is trash. Oh. What just came out of your mouth? Dude, I might have to ban you from the chat. That's wild. That's wild to say that. I'm sorry if this is really loud. Everyone, okay, turn my stream down. I'm being dead serious. I'm giving you a second. Got it? What's up, Greasy? Did you turn it down? Did you turn the stream down? Because this might be really fucking loud. I can't. Why? Why do I not hear anything? I hate my life. What happened to my audio, man? I'm gonna fucking test all of these, so I'm so sorry. So I don't know what's going on with my audio. It's like, it's none of these. So are my headphones just fucked? Have my headphones just finally, like, broken? Because they've been on the verge for a while now. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck. I think my headphones are just cooked. I think they've finally given out on me. I literally cannot hear shit. Dude, I told you to turn the fucking stream down. I literally said. What is up with my... Okay. I don't have other headphones, is the issue, so... Guess I'm just riding it out silently for now. Dude, I did. Not enough. You know what I could do? I could just fucking... I could just do the ye old classic, plug them straight into my computer instead of having in my audio interface. But I don't know if that would actually fix it or help. Voice meter, like, works great, and then randomly, when it decides to not work, it's, like, the worst fucking thing to try and fix ever. Sorry in advance. Turn the stream down. Turn the stream down. Turn the stream down. Turn the stream down. I think my shit is just fucking broken. I think my headphones are just cooked. They're on, but there's just like I can't get sound out of them. It's always something, dude. I feel like streaming like takes part of me every time I do it. Maybe I should just quit. It takes something from me every time I fucking stream. My life is a movie. I'm gonna try this. I wonder if this will work. If this works, then wait. Okay. So my headphones aren't broken. It is a it's a routing issue because I just plugged my guitar in and I could hear it. So what the fuck, dude? Voice meter. I'm about to uninstall voice meter and just give up on it because it has some nice like perks to it, but when it decides to be fucking dog shit. Alright, this is the last test. Turn the stream down. Turn it down. I'm still not getting any fucking. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I'm actually. Guys, I'm gonna crash out. I'm about to crash out. I'm testing all these. I'm so sorry for your ears. This is gonna drive me insane. What the like? Ooh, I'm gonna lose it. Bruh. 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 Okay, wait. I could hear myself. Is that fixed? Oh, I think I fixed it.
Think about the people.
Oh, I fixed it! I'm a genius! Ah! I fixed it. I fixed it. I'm better. Oh, and After Effects crashed while I was fixing that, by the way, so that's cool. Just I didn't even realize. Oh. I pounded his chest. Hard listen. Alright. I don't know why it crashed, because it literally was like almost done. That's not cool. Let's see if I can open it on 2022. Adobe product swag. Whoa, Nick. I'm a what? I'm a what now? This is the last time that I go out and stay at my show. Okay. One more time. One more try. I might have shown this one before. I actually can't. I don't even know. I lose track at this point. How's the stream go? What's up, Cryptic? It's been really up and down, you know? I should have ended it and then restarted as soon as I wasn't doing compositing stuff anymore, but I think I'm going to show this and then get off anyway, so. I should also, dude, I feel like I really should just edit it and upload it as a video so that it's like shorter and people don't have to watch through all the bullshit if they do want to go back to the stream, but I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's fucking After Effects troubles is what it is. Now the stream gotta go for 10 more hours. I'll see if I can get this to pre-render and then we'll call it. I got you guys though in the meantime. Oh, that's so loud. Holy fuck. Sorry, we're playing with no sound. This is why you really come to one of my streams. I know why you guys are here. None of that compositing fucking self-suck bullshit. Okay. Some real snake fucking gameplay. Playing with my snake on live stream. Ooh. I didn't think I'd get out of that one. Now did ya? Guys, it lagged. It lagged, guys. Fucking this laggy piece of shit, dude. It lagged. Sorry, I'm locked in, you know? $21, that's chump shit, dude. Oh, fuck. I need music. I'm just like sitting here like playing Snake in silence. This is depressing. I might have to go close my window too. There's some hoodlums making noise outside. But I'm locked in. This is really... Okay, I fucked up. It's really intimate having no background music. Okay, this is having a tough time for rendering, it seems. I wonder if AE editors could do a full shift at a job. Dude, you know what? We'll have a revenge match one day. One of these days on stream. Please don't make me get a job, please. But when I catch you in the 1997 Marathon Infinity 1v1, what? Sure, I was so locked in I missed a lot of chats because I was snaking. How'd you get so good at editing? I'm not good. You just do it. Basically, you quit your job, you stop talking to your friends, you stop hanging out with people, you pick up a beer and After Effects, and you just go. You just go forever. Oh, please, let me out. That's the real method. This might, there's a chance this might pre-render. I only edit on AE, watch the occasional pack stream, and record my screen with VHS camera. Eat, sleep, edit, repeat. Can I do vodka instead of beer? I mean, listen, any alcohol will do. It just has to be the sweet spot, you know, you can't get too drunk. I feel like I have shown this, but I can't remember. Vodka tastes like butt. I mean, you know, you gotta mix it. We're there. We're close. We're so close I can taste it. Unless it crashes right when it finishes, which would be really funny. Oh. Alright. I think it did it. I think it completed. Okay. This is the last thing and then I'm gonna get off stream. Oh. Did you see what I just saw? Did you see that happen in real time? The fucking whole bar just turned blue. And then oh my god. There's no way. There's no way. What is After Effects doing? It just cached all of that. And then it says it didn't. What is my life? What? Dude, I'm gonna fucking break down into tears. I'm literally gonna, like, start throwing a fucking tantrum on the floor right now. I'm gonna start tweaking. Which you have CPU? I have a Ryzen 3700 something. Peak McKee editing. Okay. It should be good now. It should be good. This is scrapped. This is an actual scrap. This is not something that's getting finished. Is that audible? Now that I've fixed my audio, I'm assuming I broke the stream audio. So that is this coming through for the people in the stream? Yeah. Yes, you're good. Okay. All right, let's hope.
What's this all for fun? You know, I want it back. Somebody picked it up my mind. Like a quick flush to the head of me. I'll actually leave it all behind. Tried to turn up the song, but I called 911 looking for me. Now I peek.
That's it. This shake. I don't know why I thought this shake was okay. I'm not touching it. I hate you. Did you see the stars though?
It's all for fun, you know. I want it back. Somebody picked it up on mine.
I thought that was neat.
No, I want it back. Somebody picked it up on mine. Like a quick flash to the head of me. Dead, I'll actually leave it all behind. Tried to turn up the song, but I called 911 looking for me. Now I pick.
Why are you scrapping? Cause y'all are never getting the Oscar edit. Y'all are never getting that. That's why I scrapped. No, I have a better idea for the Oscar edit. So this is thrown away. Is this all for fun? You know I want it back. Somebody take me out my mind. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just delivering the best quality that I can. 15 more PFs to open, then we go to sleep. I really don't think I have any more. I think that was it. That's really it. Oh, I think actually, I think I have a render of this. I might have a render of Cage Girl, and then I don't have to do anything. Interesting. What would the name be? Oh yeah, here. Yeah, it's very much work in progress, and then I don't know. I lost whatever I liked about it initially kind of just left me. Sorry for your ears in case you turn that shit up a lot. Because one of them, I forgot to turn the audio off for like one of the scenes that I rendered for the project file, and then so when I rendered the full thing, it like fucking gets really loud. I think that was genuinely it though. Yeah, I really do think that's it. There is I guess there's this, but it's like the most like you have to imagine 90% of it. I think I may have shown this. I think I should quit uni to focus on VFX. Do you agree? Hell no. Unless you actually want to do like a full like VFX like actual career, but if you're talking about anime shit, hell no. Boom. Yeah, this one you'll have to imagine like 90% of it. I think I just got some scene selection down and that was like it. Jesus. It's a little loud. That is a little loud.
For what you left on the shelf, you'll have to kill him yourself. Check what you left on the shelf, you'll have to kill him yourself. If you want him gone, it'll take a lot out of me. Just say what you did was wrong. Cause it take a lot out on me. Just say that it's been too long. You say you're not mad at me, but the rest is a different song. Let's get acquainted with that thought of moving on. Honestly, baby, don't get all mad at me. Mad at me, I don't want to see. Honestly, I get the crowd going crazy right now. You're the only one left.
Now on your feet.
Honestly, don't be at me. Pissed at me, I don't want to see. Honestly, I get the crowd getting way too loud when they sing your song. It's on repeat. I try to tell you, it's in one ear and out the other. I try to tell you, it's been 1 year without each other. I try to tell you, it's in one ear and out the other. I try to tell you, it's been 1 year without each other. Fuck what was left on the shelf. You probably said it yourself. And everybody could tell you should have killed him yourself. So if you want him gone, it take a lot out of me. Just say what you did was wrong. Cause you take a lot out on me. Just say that it's been too long. You say you're not mad at me, but the rest is a different song. You're still acquainted with the thought of holding on. Honestly, baby, don't get all mad at me. If you're mad at me, I don't want to see.
And I think it just repeats over here.
I try to tell you.
This is like
I try to tell you, it's in 1 ear and out the other. I try to tell you, it's been 1 year without each other. I try to tell you, it's in 1 ear and out the other. I try to tell you, it's been 1 year without each other. For what you left on the shelf, you should have killed yourself. For what you left on the shelf, you should have killed yourself.
yeah, these are the this is one of the like scrapped songs that were on the vinyl or something. Someone, I think he posted them himself, like all the extra songs on the vinyl. But this fucking song is ridiculous. I actually like I want to make this edit. It's just on the far back burner. But that song's too good. Just imagine the edit. Tried editing New Quadeca song, but didn't turn out good. That's why you do it again and again and again and again. No. That happens. That's what stops me from editing a lot of songs, is they're just like, I just can't match them well enough. Huh. Okay. That was truly it. Truly it. I genuinely cannot think of another random edit that I would have. Actually, wait. I'm lying again. Okay, this is actually the last one. I have Small Hope. not done, but in like a much more finished-ish state than it was. This is only half of it, but that's all you get, because I can't be fucked to load the other PF. It's been 1 year without each other. I tried to tell you. Alright, this might take a second. It's not too heavy, though. He said delete that fucking... Dude, you never even asked me for ops. Paid back 20 for a collab, bro. Took and said work on basics. 8 drives is crazy. Can you just let me be myself, man? Like, it's always judgment. It's because I have a lot of old ones that I haven't, like, just, like, gotten a bigger drive to consolidate yet. So I just kind of have random ones sitting. I did ask you for ops at one time. Yeah. My final Children of the Sea edit. Me when I fucking lie. Scrap comp when? Probably not for a really long time. I haven't scrapped anything in a while. The first one I showed is my only scrap. In recent times. And maybe Cage Girl. I'm undecided on that one yet. Put the long shot collab on the shelf. Conky Warrior on the trail. I didn't put it anywhere. I didn't put it anywhere. Whoa. Can we... Okay. If you're in my chat, can we not shorten Cyberpunk to CP? Can we stop doing that? Can we just be aware? Can we fucking... No more shortening Cyberpunk. Please. Please. Please don't. Please. It's Cyberpunk. Please don't shorten it. Holy fuck. Like, holy shit, dude. That is no bueno. That's bad. Alright, this has fucking 2 minutes to pre-render in full because I can't wait. I'm actually hungry as fuck. I haven't eaten dinner. Nick, what are you fucking talking about? Mods, ban him. Big back. I haven't eaten, like, at all today. That's little back, okay? Small back. My cat's also yelling at me from outside the door. I can hear. She's pissed at me. You're always getting full. What does that mean? I would never have crumbs in my mustache. I comb that thing like every 5 seconds. Couldn't be me. Come on. Can we pre-render a little faster? I should have said that was it and got off. I don't know why I decided to show this. My brother is hungry. Without each other, but you left on the shelf. You should have killed him yourself. Dude, you should have killed him yourself. In a video game. Come on, just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. A little bit more. Sorry. Unfortunate initials. How do I make overlays emit light onto a clip or make moving shadows like an overlay? I don't know how to describe it. Maybe lighting from overlays or effects that make shadows. I would really need like an example of what you mean to try and help with that, but lighting is hard. Can we get a scene breakdown for your edit to Pride by Kendrick? Dude, I should remake that edit, I'm not gonna lie. Does your last name start with a P? No, it starts with an F. And a F. Come on, pre-render. You can do it. Shadows, your day-to-day edit as an example of what I'm trying to get. Yeah, so the thing with lighting, especially from my end, because I'm not good at faking it, because with lighting, you'd kind of have to guess if you were going to do it manually. I've learned like the very basics of 3D so that I can either use the 3D and the lighting inside of like a 3D software like Blender as reference, or use it completely. Like that's how my Dandanan edit is, like all the lighting in that edit is 3D to get it to look right. What's up, Frame? You missed like the whole stream. I'm just about to get off after I show this. Maybe that's a good thing, actually, freak. Alright. Uh-oh. Let's hope this plays, because I'm not gonna pre-render more. Alright. Oh, wait, no sound. What? Come on. Oh, it's cooked! I really don't want to sit here for any longer than I have to. I love the render. Fast moving particles on David's face and the shadows moving past on the ambulance. I'd really like to know how to make that. 8 seconds of this. Yeah, I can't see links, sorry, when you send them in chat. My this is here. That's my Discord with the period and everything. That's my Discord if you want to DM me and ask. That would probably be easier. Because I'm going to get off stream in a second here. Okay, yeah, I don't think I can show this. I think After Effects is cucking you guys. I even did it in third, not even in half. Big fan, I guess, lol. I have a project file and a tutorial for that Dandadan edit if you need it. You gotta buy it. You should turn cache before it. Well, it should have been fine. It's just fucking. That green bar lies to me. It says it cached, but it didn't. I fucking hate After Effects. Why does it make everything so difficult? Like, as soon as I press play, my After Effects, like, freezes. Dog. Like, I can scrub, right? Scrubbing's fine. Scrubbing's great. We're fucking awesome at scrubbing. As soon as I play it, it, like, freezes. Like, okay, I think this is just the stream taking my PC out. Like, yeah, you're not. Sorry. I don't think I can show this because it's fucking cooked. It's so cooked. You make COD edits? I've tried in the past. They never came out very good. I'm still interested in it, kinda, but I just have other stuff to do first. Like, this is incredible. After Effects is truly program of all time. Yep. Okay, that was my last try. Sorry. It's not happening. It's not happening. Here, I'll scroll. And I, on me, closer, notice. Baby, how could I say no? I get what I want. Sorry, I'm doing a cover. Fuck, I forgot what part of the song I'm at now. Down, down. Bow, down, 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 down. Bow, bow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Wow, wow. Okay, that's it. That was the edit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That's all you get. It's still fucked. I even gave it another shot. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. Okay. I'm fucking hungry. I gotta get off. I gotta get off this damn stream. My PC's like, I need to give it a fucking break. I need to give my PC a break. Best tutorial for compositing? No one's made a good one. No offense. And I probably won't ever make one either. Alright. Thank you guys for tuning in. I think, I'm not gonna have this stream up. I'm not gonna leave this stream up. I'm gonna try and cut it to download it and cut it up, and put it up tomorrow so that, like, the only things that are uploaded are, like, the important bits about the compositing scene breakdowns. I'll try to have it up as fast as possible. But yeah, because we kind of got carried away. And I had PC issues, so. But thanks for joining. Skip you? What do you mean? I didn't skip you. Did you submit a scene like way late? Are you messing with me right now? Alright. I'm getting off though. Alright. Thanks y'all. Oh, hey Dre. Okay.